Hey, how's it going, everybody? The Annunaki aliens, genetically engineered human beings, and angel sightings in the Bible are actually UFO abductions. My name is Miguel.
And this is Diego.
And welcome back to Winging It.
Whoa, dude.
How's it going?
It's going pretty good, man. How about you?
I wish this podcast was about ancient history.
I'm very glad it's not. Yo. What is the Annunaki since you started us off with that, bro?
Hey, I'll give you the short of it.
Just give me a real quick one, yeah.
All right. So, oh no, I don't want to. I want to give you the long one.
No. Just one
Okay,
sentence.
Fine. I'm gonna sound like a nut, but all right. Okay, so 400,000 years ago, alien race that lives on a planet named Nibiru.
Yeah, you're right.
That
Stop. You're right. Never mind.
This is the short of it. This is the short of it. All right. So, so in the rise to high technology, the planet got polluted, right? Mm-hmm. So their planet orbits two stars, our star and another one. We're actually in a solar system. And every like 36,000 years, they'll come into like our area and they'll fuck shit up. They'll move like Pluto around and stuff like that. And they came to Earth because their planet doesn't have a lot of gold, but they need gold in order to fix their ozone layer, because gold is a reflector of ultraviolet radiation, right?
Whoa.
So they need the gold, right? And we actually put gold on our astronauts' helmets because it reflects the light of the sun and that radiation, right? So you get gold, you sprinkle it across your planet's ozone layer, and then you fix the fact that you polluted your planet, right?
Right.
So they came to Earth. They came straight to Africa, right? And they started to get the gold from the river, and then they tapped it out. So then they went to the mines, right? But they didn't want to do the work themselves,
Okay.
Because they're this like high, super advanced race. So they genetically engineered human beings. They made us with their own genetics. That's
Of course.
That's why we're so different from them, or from animals. We like, if you look around, we're like, oh man, it's human beings, and then it's like apes, and it's like huge drastic difference.
Yeah,
right?
it's true.
Like billions of years of like proper evolution just done overnight. It's the weirdest thing. Anyways,
Okay, that was good. So how's your week?
So I actually wanted to talk about how building an empire, it takes a million small little steps.
All right, hit me with that then.
Yeah, I mean, like, so we recently moved into this apartment, right?
Yes.
And I had the luxury of having 2 months off work. I like had my room was a canvas, and throughout the 2 months, I like slowly built it up, right? And now it's like I love being in my room. It's the best room I've ever had, you know.
Nice.
But it took a lot of tiny little things, right, to get there, like buying all the furniture, installing it all, upgrading my computer, the bathroom, and all that stuff. Like it took a lot of tiny little steps, and like at a larger scale, that's building an empire, right?
True.
You have like a lot of these tiny little steps, and you will create this empire that then you can like chill and lay back and live in and enjoy, right? And you enjoy the fruits of your labor.
Yeah.
And I think that's what we're trying to do at a large scale with our lives, is as soon as you take a step back and enjoy the fruits of your labor, you realize, oh shit, like I've gone this far.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm finally here.
That's right.
We're not finally there yet.
No, but we are on the road
Yeah.
to building that empire 1,000%. Yes.
And yeah, I mean that's it for my recap. I started working, and I used to work night shift. Now I'm working days, and my body, two things: I'm not used to day shift,
Right.
and I'm also not used to working because I had those 2 months off. So I've been really tired at work. I've been super exhausted after work, but every day is getting better.
Nice.
So now this is my first weekend off, and I'm gonna get a lot of things done. And the biggest thing that I haven't figured out yet is how to eat properly on a work day, and how to continue, like, go to the gym. And I could do it. Like, there's time after work. I get off like at 6 p.m.
Yeah.
And from 6, I have to go to sleep at 9. So I have 3 hours every single day after work to go to the gym. But I have to go straight to the gym.
Yeah.
Right. And I haven't done that yet because I haven't been meal prepping. So I haven't been like, I don't have, I'm starving after work,
Yeah, you gotta feed yourself somehow.
That's the first step. I need to meal prep properly, eat my like desired macros at work, and then afterwards go to the gym, maybe have a snack after that's like protein, and then sleep.
You really got to like prep for it. Otherwise it won't happen. Because if you're not prepped for it, it's just really difficult to get all the things you need so that you can go ahead and be fed with the right amount of macronutrients that you're trying to. So like what you just dealt with this week, I've been dealing with this entire time.
Jesus Christ.
It's so hard to try to do all this stuff while also having, like a 9 to 5 that you always have to be at, especially if you're management, you got to have responsibilities that everybody else doesn't even think about, right? So it just takes a lot of effort. But the only way that I've been able to do it is just putting more effort on this. Yeah. And sometimes, honestly, I just have to do things without even thinking because my mind will be like, oh, I should do this or I got to do that. And it'll just stop me from doing what I know I need to do. Yeah. So I just kind of been mindlessly doing what I need to do, honestly.
See, you're an expert of living that routine, that life.
Yeah.
I'm rusty.
You're about to start. Yeah.
I used to, even when I used to, like I wasn't good at it though. That's the thing. But that was like peak. Anyways. So what about you? You got any cool things going on?
I mean, for this week, just work's been hectic as always. I'm dealing with the same stuff, but it's funny you bring up food because I've actually also been having issues with trying to keep my macronutrients the way that I want. And that's still what's affecting that is still work because of how I just have to prepare even more. So we can get into that, but that's basically all I've been dealing with this week too.
Nice. So that being said, I haven't gone to the gym this past week.
Okay.
But I'm going to go today.
Okay, right on.
And I'll see where I'm at. I'm basically starting from square one again. But again, my focus is going to stay with strength training. Right. So I'm going to try to develop a really sustainable system where I'm eating 200 grams of protein and going to the gym 4 times a week and building strength every single week, getting stronger and increasing my reps and my weight. So that's still the goal. But this past week, because of work, I haven't gone yet. And I'm not sure how that's affected me yet because I haven't gone. So,
well, if anything, you're well rested,
Yeah.
Because you haven't done it yet.
You know what? My muscles are set.
They're ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to think like that, man. But it's cool because
I don't feel
a lot of people will just stop and they'll say I'm gonna start next week on Monday, right? No. But you're just like, no, as soon as I have the opportunity, like I have to get back on it.
I'm very conscious I'm in the red right now. As far like every day
that's good.
I don't go to the gym, I'm falling deeper in the hole.
Yeah.
There's like a period of like you're ready, and then if you don't go, then you're just deteriorating.
Yeah, your body will start telling you.
Yeah,
basically.
You feel itchy. I feel itchy. When I don't go for like 3 days, I start feeling the muscle itches.
Oof. Dude, if I start doing that, I start feeling depressed because my body's my body's telling me like, hey man, you're not doing the thing you should be doing. Man. So I start getting sad. Like, yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
But for me, right, if you're done. Mm-hmm. So for fitness this week, I was supposed to increase all reps by 1 while maintaining the new weight that I established. I would like to report that has been completed. So nice. I've been going up on reps with the new weights. Now, I was supposed to try to maintain like the new diet parameters that I set, which last week it was about 100-ish grams of carbs, 200-ish grams of proteins, 91 grams of fat. I did not meet that exact because it's just difficult to dial in the diet to be that specific while working. And like you said earlier, like if I'm not meal prepping beforehand and I don't have the schedule for like my meals, when I'm going to eat, what I'm going to eat, it's just so difficult to be dialed in on the macronutrients that you're trying to get. So I also failed that, you could say. I didn't meet it. I tried its best, but I didn't get exactly what I wanted to do. I am, however, maintaining the calorie intake, so 2,200, and I've maintained weight because of that, I think. So I'm actually staying at 200 while building muscle, and I'm not trying to go above 200. So that's what I did for last week and this week. And then the last thing in regards to that is the push-ups. I would like to report that I am now at 840 push-ups this week because I have not stopped.
All right.
Yeah, so I've just been doing 30 push-ups in the morning, 30 push-ups at night, every single day. I'm at 480 right now. No, sorry, I keep mixing my numbers. I'm at 840 push-ups right now, and I should be over 1,000 after this next week. Wow. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's me for fitness.
All right, sweet. So for my portfolio, the public account is currently at $11,735.
Let's go.
I was over 12,000 like yesterday.
Hey man, that's still 11 racks, bro.
Yeah. So I bought some SoFi. I'm at 420. SoFi still aiming for the 1,000.
420 blaze it.
Yeah. So my current equity, like the current amount of money I have in SoFi, is $3,435.
Okay.
I still have my 1,000 Honest, ChargePoint, Fubo, and Oatly. Fubo has been going down, but they, you know what's funny?
What's that?
They sued they sued Disney.
Oh snap! Really?
Yeah. Yeah. They let me read one of these headlines. Fubo sues Walt Disney Company, Fox Corporations, Warner Brothers, Discovery, and affiliates for antitrust practices.
Oh snap!
It makes me excited because, like, of course, people are gonna sell during this like uncertain time, right? But it's like they're fighting back, and if they win that lawsuit, and like Disney and them can't form this super company to like compete against Fubo, the stock's gonna go wild.
Yeah, the money's gonna come back.
Yeah,
of course.
So. I really want to buy more Fubo right now. It's at $1.86.
Oof. Okay. Are you gonna?
I'm gonna finish my SoFi position. It makes most sense.
Yeah, good.
So I need like 580 more shares of SoFi, and then we'll see where we're at. That'll probably be around the time that I sell my Amazon stocks in May. So I'll have like 10K, maybe more, probably more, like 14K. Around that time that I could just play with, so that'll be a fun time.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So for me, for finance, my personal account, I guess I'll give you my personal account. So my personal account entirety is at $859. It has gone down, even though I have added more money. So let me explain. So in that account, I have 63,000 pulse, which is $8, right? And then the dye that I have bought like $180 worth of dye, which that is now $160. But if you guys remember last week, I believe I bought a coin that gives me dye as a reward. So from last week to this week, I noticed that my P dye has increased. So I had 79,561 P dye, and now I have 79,619 P dye. So it's gone up a little bit. It's not a lot. Right now, that's obviously just a couple of cents, right? But in the future, when it's $1, just made a couple bucks, basically doing nothing passively, right? That's how I'm looking at it. And I'm not going to touch any of this until the bull run, because in the bull run, all these prices will be way higher than they are now, right? So this is just the accumulation phase for me. But I can already tell that the DAI token I bought last week is already paying off in DAI. So that's cool. That's cool to see. I also did the Atropa LP that I wanted to do. So basically I bought $180 worth of pulse. That was my allocation for this week. And I took the $180 that I had bought of Atropa, which was actually up, right? So it was actually worth $200 now. I actually took $180 worth of Atropa and $180 worth of pulse that I had just invested. And I created an LP position. Now, for people that don't know what an LP position is, the best way for me to explain it is like you're opening a bank. Like think of it as you becoming a tiny little bank. And in your little bank, you're going to be able to give the people the ability to trade 2 coins, right? You pick 2 coins, you open up your little bank, and now people can go into your bank and trade 1 coin for the other and the other for the other, right? As people are trading this coin, you are making fees on every trade. Right? Every single trade will pay you a little amount of fees. And that's essentially what I've done, is just opened up a little account. Now anybody can go in and trade from my little bank, right? And I get the fees. But not everybody is going into my little bank to trade. So why would I go ahead and open this LP position, right? And that's because of the way Pulse Chain works. There's this thing, I'm going to be really quick about this because I don't want to confuse anybody. There's this thing called an AMM bot, which is an automated market maker. What this thing does is it trades the prices amongst all the different positions, or I could say all the different LPs, right? All the different banks that are available. And it automatically trades amongst them to keep the price across all of the banks the same. So there's already transactions happening in the back end of this new ecosystem that are being done 24/7. And all I'm doing is capitalizing on those little transactions. Because I know the system itself is going to be making transactions. I know for a fact I'm going to be making fees off of those transactions. And nobody's actually trading the coins. Not in my little bank, right? It's this little robot that's creating the market. So because of that, that's why I opened the LP position. And I can already tell that I actually gained a tropa. So a tropa went down, which means people sold a tropa, right? And in my little bank, I got more Atropa. So now I'm actually at like 10,000 Atropa. However, the price value in dollar terms has gone down on all the coins. So my value is down, even though the amount of coins I have is up. So that's what I did this week. I added an LP position. My LP position currently consists of $308, and it is made up of 1,189 pulls and 8,845 Atropa. So that's my little position. I'll keep you guys posted and let you guys know as the amounts that I have changes, right? Because every week is going to change, and I'll be able to like show it here firsthand.
Nice.
So I have that as the position, and then the rest of my coins are Reward R, which is 12,000, and that one gives me pulse, right? So that's the other reward coin that I bought last week that's now passively giving me pulse on top of me passively making DAI. Then I have DAI R, that's the one that's giving me DAI. And then I have Farm R, which I don't know if I explained that, but that one's the one that gives me Pulse and Pulse X together and Ink. So I bought that one. That one gives me all three of Richard Hart's coins in one as a reward. So that's where I'm at right now, currently standing at $859. Again, the coin prices went down, but I've actually accumulated more coins as this has happened. And that's kind of what I was trying to showcase here, because that's what I noticed is it's accessible for everybody. I've done this with less than $1,000, and I am now creating more coins on this little portfolio that I made.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the main thing I wanted to show. But that's me for finance this week. And then obviously next week, I'm trying to invest another $180. I haven't sold anything, so I wasn't able to get more money to throw in there. And I'm going to basically keep tracking performance in the portfolio, and I'm going to also see if there's any other long-term good, reward positions or good positions that can make me profit over time that I'll be investing in. Yeah.
And I think for next week's podcast show, we should definitely start consistently showing our portfolios in video and find like the best way to do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because with mine, I think it's pretty simple, but with yours, it's like a spider web.
Yeah, it's kind of tricky, but we'll do it. Definitely, we'll do it.
All right, sweet. So,
any insight this week?
Yes, financial insights. So the one insight I was thinking about like 5 years ago. And now I sort of plateaued, and I'm starting to think about it again. And that's never stop looking for ways to increase your income. So like I remember being a tier 1 associate at Amazon, and I was making like $12 an hour. And I was making like $40,000 a year, maybe.
Oof.
Like 50,000? I don't know.
I remember those days.
No, 30. It was like 36.
Okay.
I think the first year was like 26, and then the second year was like 36.
That broke your life, dude.
And then but I thought I had money though. Like that was 19. And then when I first got promoted, I was making like 14, almost $15 an hour. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, that's a lot. That's a lot. I was like an EMT.
You started at 12?
Yeah, 12.25.
That's correct. I started at 7.25 when I started working.
That's I thought like that's only Texas. Like that's insane. That's like Alabama.
No, that's out here in California back in the day, brother. Go on.
And then when I first became a manager,
okay,
my salary was like $48,000, right, which is pretty low. Now the minimum entry salary for managers at Amazon is like $63,000.
Sheesh.
And now my salary has like increased from 48, and then increased because of the minimums, mm-hmm. and then it increased because like tier 1 entry level associates start getting paid more, so like just a scale, and because of like the stock price of Amazon too kind of ran up a little bit since they gave me stocks. I'm making a little bit over $100,000 now.
Right on, dude.
A year, just with Amazon. And I'm seeing this, and I'm just like, well, I'm 30 years old. What do I want to do with the rest of my life? And what are the goals that I have? And do I have enough income to get there? Because Before I was making $100,000 a year with Amazon, I was making like 50 or 60, and I was like, how do I make more money? You know,
Right.
Do I just grind at work? And it turned out that like grinding out at work and doing more to get promoted and whatnot was the right choice then, right? But like your main job isn't always going to be the only answer.
Absolutely.
Right? There's entrepreneur things. I was doing door dashing. I was door dashing and making money with door
That's
dashing.
right. I remember.
But that's like that's how to. That is so short sighted because then you're basically saying, how can I turn the free time that I have into money?
Yeah.
Right. And that money is capped because you're working for somebody else's business, so they're gonna give you crumbs. You know.
Yep.
So now my mindset's like, okay, how do I do $100K a year in Amazon and $100K a year outside of Amazon, right? That's the next goal, which is why I invested
In yourself.
$20,000 in film equipment, and I want to build a spider web of like film and photography oriented and drone oriented businesses. You know, I want to do weddings, quinceañeras, drone for commercials and whatnot, and that's what this podcast and my personal hobbies sort of revolve around, right? It's building that out and getting that into 6-figure, maybe 7-figure in the future income. That is entirely my business. So like never stop looking for ways to increase your income, because if you want to be wealthy, it's one of the two things. You need to increase your income or you got to lower your expenses, right? If you saved 100% of the things that you made, you'll be rich. Even if you're an entry-level associate, you'll be saving like 50 grand a year. That's insane. You'll just, give it 20 years and you're a millionaire.
True.
Inflation sucks. And if you don't do this, if you stay stagnant, you're going to lose your buying power. You're going to lose your money's going to get weaker because of inflation. So, you can't outrun inflation. You have to try to outrun inflation. That's the only way, because if you don't, it's going to eat you. So
yeah, we're born into a system that's made so that we don't really win at the end of it. We just kind of live our lives and provide for the system so the system can still live after we're not here anymore.
If you choose to be complacent. Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, because we all have a choice, and that's the real power that we all have. We have the ability to choose whether to accept the system and the things as they are, or change things for ourselves. You know what I mean? And that's cool that you're doing that, dude.
Yeah.
For my financial insight, however, I'm going to be talking about FOMO.
Whoa.
And I think you know very well about FOMO. So for those of you who don't know, FOMO is the fear of missing out, right? So it's basically the emotional fear people develop because of the idea that they're going to be missing out on an opportunity that others are going to capitalize on. And I'm talking about this because FOMO is something that I definitely, dealt with as I was diving into investing.
Gamblers do this.
Exactly. And I'm sure you did as well, because, we all start off as gamblers and then stop being stupid and turn into investors.
I have a little bit of gambler in me.
So anyway, if you're going to start investing in any way, shape, or form, whether it's in crypto or in the stocks, just be aware of the emotional downfalls that come with being a human. Fear of missing out is a real emotional thing that happens to every single one of us, and it makes us make very dumb decisions. So it's important to check yourself whether the decisions you're making are an emotional one or a rational one. And that's just my main takeaway. It's like, make sure that if you're going to be making an investment, right, it's coming from from a rational place, not an emotional one.
Yeah. So for my personal goals, I shot a family.
Oh, God.
I shot a family portraits for the first time in a while, and I learned a lot in the process. There was a lot of things that I've already knew about, like the whole process of it all, that I went into, and things that I did to check my six and make sure that I come prepared, right? So I brought these reflectors.
Yeah, you were prepared.
That we didn't end up using because we found some shade in the tree, and it turned out fine. But that part of photography is definitely a skill that you need to keep doing in order to build, right? Most skills.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to just continue doing that. It's kind of like going to the gym, right? The social aspect of doing pictures and almost being an entertainer, right?
Yeah.
Being the director, the leader, and the entertainer, all in one, and being also the specialist, right? Being able to like be super hyper aware of details of little ridges in like the woman's blouse and the hair, and then the posing, and then having the charisma to do that, and having the charisma to, like, whenever you are ready, instill happy like emotions on their face with how you're interacting. Because if you're an awkward ass photographer,
it's weird.
It's gonna show on their face,
100%.
So you have to, you kind of like, I'm choosing like silliness as like one way to do that, but like, it's a skill that I still have to work on. So and then next week I have 2 music videos lined up that are back to back, week over week. So next week I'm working with the Dares in a song called Call It In.
Okay.
And we're gonna go to Big Bear, and we're gonna go on Friday and Saturday. Nice. So Friday I'll sleep overnight, and then Saturday we're gonna film. And I think it's gonna snow, it could be good.
It could be good.
Yeah.
Might not help with light, so just keep that in mind.
Yeah, that's fine. It's all gonna be outdoors.
Right.
And I have a 1,000 watt Fresnel light, so
that's right.
Yeah, lighting won't be an issue.
You'll be prepared.
Yeah. The week after, I'm gonna work with Cosmic Kitten.
Okay.
And they're really good too. And I want to make sure I give them the best, like professional, version of a video that they want to do. And I'm gonna work on that shot list today too.
Nice. You got some stuff coming up then.
Yeah. Cool. And then I'm gonna edit like this podcast, and I'm gonna edit those pictures. So
you got a lot of work.
There's a lot of but it's fun work. Though,
it's good work. Yeah, definitely. For me, personal, right? So I created 2 videos last week, just mainly to showcase kind of like how I'm learning all the skill to be able to do the content creation video part of all this content creation journey that I'm going in. I created 2 videos. We'll go ahead and post the link in the description on YouTube, so if you guys want to check that out. But I did complete the goal because that's what I set out to do. And what I'm going to be working on this following week is going to be really easy. I'm going to just be working on expanding, since I have that TikTok, and it's mainly there just to kind of like help me develop the skill that I'm trying to master. I'm going to also be expanding to other sites, so I'm going to be doing that this week. Maybe creating an Instagram, maybe creating a Facebook. We'll see. But that's what I'm going to expand on, and so that I can have more of a presence on all these things. And I'll probably honestly create like another video or 2. I'm going to try to start doing these on a weekly basis. So it just kind of turns into practice, right? Consistent practice that I'm doing every week, so I can get better at it. Yeah. That's what I got going on for this week, yeah.
All right. So closing thoughts here. Don't let things build up to the point where you have too much on your plate and you think that you can't manage through it all. Mm-hmm. There's no point in doing that. Like, imagine the span of 60 years. That's 20,000 days approximately, right?
Yeah.
20,000 days. So like, if you have like 4 things to do today and you're just stressing about it, right? And if you just move 2 of those things to tomorrow and then you're no longer stressing, it's 2 days out of your 20,000 days. If you put it into that perspective, it's kind of silly to imagine to like, especially with things that you can control, with like your own projects and whatnot, to stress yourself and to think that you have to get things done today, and overwork yourself, because the risk reward is just not there. The risk there is that you burn out and then you just won't do it anymore. It's very foolish, I think.
So gauge the amount of stress based on the decision, so you can decide.
Plan properly. But if you overplan yourself, don't be afraid to move things around,
right,
and to reschedule things, because nothing's worth your mental.
Yeah, I think people take it as a failing, but it's just adjusting. There's always different ways of getting things done. You just have to adjust, and everybody's situation is different, so everybody can do it. You have to look at your situation and see how you can go about doing it. Yeah, nice, man. Well, I think that's everything for us today, guys. Just want to leave you guys with, don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you like. Make sure you take care of yourselves, and we'll see you guys next time.
See you guys next week.